Do you smell what The Rock is cooking? Welcome back to Doc's Pop Reviews. Guys, we're talking about two Funko Pops today. It is the greatest wrestling rivalry of all time, in my humble opinion. You may think it's Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant or Macho Man versus Ultimate Warrior, but for me, it's The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. The Rock, the great one, the most electrifying man in sports entertainment versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, the man that will stomp a mud hole in you. Both of them former WWE champions. Both of them former Royal Rumble winners. They had countless matches, both at pay-per-views and on Monday Night Raw. They started with the Intercontinental Championship, and they had a rivalry there. That was back when The Rock was a part of the Nation of Domination, and Stone Cold was still making his way up the ranks. And then afterwards, The Rock moved into the corporation with Vince McMahon, where Stone Cold and Vince were kind of going back and forth, back and forth. And man, this rivalry lasted for years, and they put on some of the greatest matches of all time. But today, we're talking about their Funko Pops, and we're going to start with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now, when I bought him, it says here he's a GameStop exclusive, and it says power to the players. It says on the box Stone Cold Steve Austin. It also says on the box and on his jacket 2K316. That was something, I'll be honest with you guys, when I purchased him, I did not pay a lot of attention to that detail. I simply saw Stone Cold Steve Austin. I knew that he was one of my favorite wrestlers. He's definitely in my top five. But I really got him because of the rivalry with The Rock. The Rock is one of my favorite wrestlers. Macho Man Randy Savage is number one. Rock number two. Stone Cold is probably number 4 or 5. But I really got him based off of the rivalry he had with The Rock. And then on the back of the box, it talks about Stone Cold beating Shawn Michaels for the championship. And this looks more, and it says WWE 2K16. So this looks like it's more of a video game Funko Pop than it is actually Stone Cold the wrestler, which I just saw on Funko Fair. They're releasing Stone Cold with the belt, and they are releasing a Stone Cold and Rock Funko Pop, and they're in the ring, which thankfully I have pre-ordered all of those. But overall, for the Funko Pop, I think it was done really well. I like the detail that they put. They put Austin on the jacket. They've got the skull. They've got the skull on the back of his jacket. 316, they gave him one of his knee braces. Later in life, he does have, or in his wrestling career, he does wrestle with 2 new knee braces, but in this one, they gave him one. On his box, he is number 5. And like I said, he's a GameStop exclusive. Stone Cold comes from the Attitude Era, and I feel like the Stone Cold figure, he's got his eyebrows cut down, like he's angry, like he's giving some attitude. I do feel like it's a decently made Funko Pop, but I feel like there could have been a little bit more done to it. And the fact that they put him more as a video game Funko Pop rather than just the actual wrestler makes me go down and score a little bit. So I'm going to give Stone Cold a solid 8. All right, moving on to his rival, The Rock. And like I said, I love their wrestling matches. If you've never seen their wrestling matches, they probably got a few on YouTube, or do like a free trial for the WWE Network and go watch all 3 of their WrestleMania matches. But anyway, talking about The Rock Funko Pop, this one specifically, he's got his sunglasses, his eyebrow is raised, he's got the black shirt on. Remember, he used to wear those like fancy shirts, and he's got the necklace. And there are 2 of these. This is the limited chase edition. There's another one where he wears the orange shirt, and I'll review that one a little bit later. But this is number 46 on the box. And it's a decent Funko Pop. And I think I'm going to give Stone Cold and The Rock the same score of an 8. And these are awesome. If you are a wrestling fan like me, you grew up, back then it wasn't WWE, it was WWF, and it was the Attitude Era. And that's my favorite version of The Rock. I like The Rock as an actor, and he's cool. But my favorite version of The Rock is this one where he has hair and he is talking all kinds of trash. And like I said, every match The Rock and Stone Cold put on was just gold. And their Funko Pops are up there, and I love them. I'm glad they're a part of my collection. I'll never sell these. And what do you guys think? Do you guys think that this is a great rivalry? Are these two got to be a part of your collection? Or are you like, nope, you're more old school, like you want Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant and Million Dollar Man, Ted DiBiase, you want those guys? Or are you part of the Attitude Era as well? Let me know down in the comments, and what do you think about these two Funko Pops? Thanks for joining me, guys. Peace.